Okay, welcome back to this tutorial, and I had promised in this tutorial discussing what we call inheritance. So inheritance is part of object-oriented programming, right? So inheritance refers to passing of parent or features of one class uh, to the other class. So it refers to passing of features of parent class to the child class, also known as derived class, right? So whether you see derived class is the same as child class, so it refers to passing of features of one class to another class. So, and mostly some people say it's from parent class to child class, or what we call base class. Parent class is mostly called base class, and the child class is called derived class. Okay, now let's say we had our father, this is my father, and then he produced the funny me, though he wasn't a programmer like me. So we have some features in common. Let's say I am handsome, and he was. Actually, he is, right? So this seems funny, but this kind of feature I'm trying to demonstrate what inheritance does. So my father gave birth to me, and we have all those features in common. It means I inherited that. He's handsome, and I'm handsome, so that's what I inherited from him. Perhaps you could be a female, and your mother gave birth to the daughter. Maybe you're also beautiful, right? So your mom is beautiful and you're beautiful. That's kind of inheritance. We have another pair of this. Your father gave birth to your daughter, and the daughter is beautiful, the father is handsome, right? Right? So if the father is handsome and gives birth to a beautiful daughter, let's say the mother here is ugly, but don't take this too personal, it's just for education purposes and demonstration. So don't take it too personal that I'm abusing your mom, or kind of. If your mom is ugly and your father is handsome, and then the daughter is beautiful, automatically this inherited the beauty from the father, not the mom, right? So the same applies. Is what we'll be discussing in this tutorial, and this is what I'm talking about. We have our class human in place, and all we're gonna do is, actually, let me comment out this because we don't need this as of now. We need to focus on something else. So we already have class human having two functions or methods set up and display. So what we're gonna do, demonstrate inheritance by inheritance, like that. And we can say passing features from one class to another, and some people usually call it base class to derived class, like that. So what we do, we create our new class, let's say Ethiopia. Okay, so we have a class of people who come from Ethiopia, and these Ethiopians are also humans. Okay, so what we do, we say class Ethiopian, someone from Ethiopia, is a human, but only the part of human class we can access is the public. Okay, so what this Ethiopian does, he inherits the public human. Okay, oh, look at the spelling of public, like that. So class Ethiopian inherits the public human. Okay, and my spellings are not good there. All right. So this is what it means. Now we are having this again. Remember, while accessing public variables outside the class, we use a scope resolution or this double one. Okay, but in inheritance we use the single one, and I think you get it now. Meaning that the moment we access the public section of this human class, we already have these two functions set up and display in our class Ethiopian. Okay, so you guys are copying here. There's no need to copy, we don't need rush. Okay, so we're going to define one public function and we're going to call it void language, right? And this just prints out that all people, well, not all, but I can say most people from Ethiopia speak Arabic, right? I'm not sure because I've never gone there. Maybe if someone can offer me a ticket to go to Ethiopia, I'll be the most happiest man. So we can easily say that most people from Ethiopia speak Arabic. Okay, we only have one function in this class, Ethiopia. But remember, the Ethiopian class inherits all the public section of class human, right? Now, let's create an object of class Ethiopian. Maybe you can call it if. And if we try to access if.language, and that's the first function. So this should print the language we speak in Ethiopia. Secondly, if we say if dot setup, and then let's say if dot display, right? Here's the logic. We didn't define this inside Ethiopia and we didn't define this inside Ethiopia, but we inherited the public section of class human. That's why we are able to access these two functions in another class, yet they're from a different class. So this is what we call inheritance. So take this to be the father or the mother, and they are producing a certain child who has skin color black but he's in Arabic, and the same child speaks Arabic, right? So if we run this, we get an error somewhere. So public, like that. Okay, 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 okay. And they are saying most people from Ethiopia speak Arabic. So this corresponds to the function language inside Ethiopia. Now, you see a prompt for setup, and this was defined in our human class. Okay, we are beautiful and we are more than 160, and our eye size is medium. All right, so you can see we are beautiful, we are from Arabia, and our eye size is average and the height is 165, meaning we have inherited all the content of class human into the Ethiopian class, right? So in next tutorial we'll talk more about other things, maybe single inheritance, multiple inheritance, and we have actually different types of inheritance: multiple inheritance, single inheritance. So we meet in the next lecture.